Lunch. All right, Andy.
Thank you. All right, communities aimed at active adults in retirement have an entirely new spin now. So coming up on Sonoran Living Live, we're going to take you on a tour of a relatively new development that's more like a mini resort than a neighborhood. We'll be back.
Put in the building without bringing me a bowl of tiki masala anymore. Yeah, every time that's your payment into the building. I'm going to have you banned unless you bring that with you. That's your key to get into the door.
You realize it'll never get past Patty, though.
Twihards all across the country have been waiting and waiting and then waiting some more for the release of Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1. And then the kids have been waiting to tap their toes to Happy Feet 2. But is this actually making our movie critic David happy and wanting to tap his toes? We're about to find out. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. I can tell you this is the worst week of films I've seen in a long time, and we're going to talk about two of the worst movies of the year, possibly one of the worst ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We start with Twilight Breaking Dawn 2. Now, if you're a fan of the series, there's nothing I can say that'll dissuade you from seeing it, but it is not good.
Not at all.
Not at all.
We have no choice, Jacob. If there's anything we can do to save him, we have to try.
You'd risk your lives for her?
Of course we would. Bella's a part of our family now. Both shall live.
Okay, Bella and Edward get married. They have a vampire child that almost kills everybody. And believe me, all the hoopla around it is so much better than the movie. And these are actually actors who normally can act, but not in this series. And it's badly written. It's stretched beyond belief. I mean, they obviously stretched the book to make 2 movies out of it. There are moments where nothing happens. Well, you know, that's pretty much been the series all along. It's vampires and werewolves. There's one moment of action that is really silly. Other than that, it's awful from beginning to end, and it's bloodier than any of them have ever been. One bag of popcorn, if I could give it less, I would.
We would allow you to.
Well,
half. We need to come up with a half. How about Happy Feet? Did that make you happy?
No.
No?
No, no. Some singing and dance. If you like the first one, though, you know, and I didn't.
Let's take a look.
Don't call it a comeback. Yeah. I've been here for years, rocking my pills, putting suckers in fear. I'm gonna take this itty bitty world by storm, and I'm just getting warm.
There's some cute stuff in it, but it's a very long story. Basically, Mumbles has a child named Eric, and Eric can't sing, doesn't know if he wants to sing or dance, whatever, can't figure it out. So one day he wanders off following Ramon. He ends up in the wrong penguin camp. In the meantime, the Emperor Penguin's you were there, a giant piece of ice.
Like an iceberg.
Iceberg, that's it. I can think of an iceberg.
They get stuck in a hole on top of an iceberg, and they've got to make their way out.
That's it.
He thinks he can fly. It's really long. Your kids will probably run out of steam about, an hour into it. And you might enjoy a little bit of the movie at the beginning, but at the end, you're really going to be asking for permission to leave early.
Absolutely. Absolutely correct.
And then when you ask your kid if they like it, they're going to say, it was great.
Yeah, rent it on DVD. That's your best bet.
I never agree. Another milestone moment. I agree with you.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, J. Edgar.
Now, this is directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. This was supposed to be an Academy Award type of film. Jan.
Oh, no.
A society unwilling to learn from the past is doomed.
We must never forget our history.
This is slow. It tries to do J. Edgar's from the very beginning, the first time he was in the FBI, all the way until his death. There's no revelations. It's slow, boring. Nothing is ever brought to life. I mean, it's just, DiCaprio is very good and ages well. His makeup is terrific. However, the makeup on Armie Hammond looks like it was done by an amateur. And so it's odd seeing them in the same scenes together. Clint Eastwood will get a lot of acclaim. This could get nominated just because it is Clint Eastwood directing it. DiCaprio is good. He could get a nomination, but it's not worth sitting through the entire film. It's 2 hours, 20 minutes long. And just, how do you make a boring movie about the FBI? Go see this, you'll know.
All right,
Two
Jack
bags
and Jill.
of popcorn.
Let's go straight to the Jack and Jill clip, if we could.
I put a little list together of things I want to do before I leave.
Studio tour, beach, horseback riding.
Let's go! Oh my God! Maybe I should stay out through Hanukkah.
This is the worst movie of the year.
You wanted to do
that. One of the worst of all time. This is terrible from beginning to end. There's not a laugh. It's insulting. It's racist. It's horrible. I mean, and you know, you've got was it Al Pacino?
Cappuccino.
Well, it's because Al Pacino was in this. I couldn't believe it. And he falls for Adam Sandler dressed as a woman. It's just horrible. They wanted to do
What's not to love about that?
Oh, they wanted to do a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. At the end, well, there's the commercial, which is that commercial is worth seeing it with Al Pacino singing and dancing, being a Dunkachino. But other than that, the movie is horrible. He says at the end, burn this, no one should ever see it. I swear he was talking about the movie at that point, because that's the way I felt.
You gave Immortals two bags of popcorn and Like Crazy 2 bags of popcorn. Those are other movies that are out this weekend. I will probably still see Like Crazy, even though you only gave it 2, because it's a romance, and I know that you're that guy.
Yeah, but there's great movies coming next week for Thanksgiving. Next time I'm here.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
And have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you on the flip side.